Hey guys, welcome back. Wow, September is right around the corner and I can hardly believe it. But also, I can, because every year I say, I can hardly believe that the time has gone by so fast, but it's always going by fast, it seems like. So I guess I can believe that it is almost September. But that means that spooky season is arriving. Or if you're like me, it's always been spooky season inside of your head. Last year during September and October, I had family visiting me, and then I went to travel and visit some family, and I had no time to do any of the projects and activities I had in mind for Halloween. This year I'm really excited that I'll have the time to cross some things off of my to-do list. Overall, I'm just very excited that spooky season is on the horizon, and I feel so much inspiration coming to me. It is truly the most wonderful time of the year. Earlier this week, I went on an overnight trip to the coast because I really needed a change of scenery. I was starting to feel very uninspired and in a rut back home. Kinda like Groundhog Day, living the same day over and over again. The weather never changed, nothing was changing, and I was starting to go a little crazy. For me, getting out of the house into a different environment, even just for a day, can be very beneficial and give me a fresh perspective on things. It had been over a year since I'd been in the ocean, and it's always incredibly healing for me to go and connect with her, because I'm not much of a water person and I don't connect much with the element of water or use it in my craft. I am definitely a fire person. And this is really strange to me because when I was a kid and young adult, I was obsessed with the ocean. You couldn't get me out of the swimming pool, and playing mermaids was my favorite game. When I moved from California to Texas in my early 20s, I had such immense separation anxiety from the Pacific coast. I felt like a part of me was missing. But over time, that feeling went away. Though lately, I've been feeling inspired to work more with the ocean's energy and the sea spirits, even though they honestly intimidate me. I didn't do any spell work with the ocean. However, I do find that just the act of being close to the ocean's tremendously powerful energy is enough by itself to make an impact. I always get into the ocean and I give thanks to her. And then I visualize myself washing away old stagnant energy and releasing everything that no longer serves me. And it really does make a difference. It feels like renewal. This Wednesday, there's a blue supermoon in Pisces, and I'm tidying up and cleansing my house in preparation. I think it may be a rainy night on the full moon, so I may not be able to see her, but I'm still going to charge up some moon water, and I think the raindrops will give it an extra boost of cleansing energy. Cleansing seems to be the theme in my life right now. In my last video, I was talking about releasing perfectionism, and so far it's been going well. I'm retraining my brain to not talk me out of things and to just go ahead and do them anyway. But perfectionism is only the beginning of what I wish to wash away in my life. To be honest with you, I haven't been doing any magic to manifest new things into my life or doing grand rituals. But instead, I've just been working towards building a strong foundation for myself to build upon. I'm working on getting grounded and reconnecting to myself and with nature. My world has been so shaken up this year, and I find it impossible on some days to summon up the power within myself to really focus on bringing in new things that I want to manifest. It's taking all of my energy just to heal and undo a lot of bad habits, release negative beliefs, eat right, exercise, and practice self-care every day. I also feel like my video ideas are not witchy enough lately, and that I haven't been passionate enough about magic. But right now, I'm a witch with low energy, and for me personally, I think it's best to do spell work when my energy and spirit is strong and unwavering. I've also been feeling disconnected from nature lately. You would think that living rurally in the mountains would by default make you feel connected to nature, but I've found that to not necessarily be true for me. I see my connection with nature as a relationship that I must nurture and put time into. Of course, nature is always here for me when I need her and does not shun me, but the difference it makes when I spend time outside, being present and mindful, is like night and day. I feel guilt about the fact that there have been so many times that I felt nature beckoning me to come outside recently, and I ignored the call because I was scrolling through my phone or watching shows. In a moment of overwhelm and discomfort, it's so much easier for me to pick up my phone than to sit in stillness and face my own thoughts. It's totally okay to turn off your brain and escape into another world for a while, but in my case, it has just been excessive, and I haven't been feeling connected to my own intuition and have been terribly overstimulated. This week, I've made a commitment to slowly distance myself from technology and fill in those gaps of time throughout my day where I would normally scroll on Instagram with things like reading a book, going on a walk, meditation, cooking, things that I wish I could say were already a regular part of my daily routine, but have not been for a while. I really need to slow down my thoughts. So I'm going on a journey of self-care and healing so that I can overall become the most magical version of myself possible, reconnect to my intuition, and incorporate healthy habits into my daily life. This may seem all very mundane, but I believe that true magic begins in the mundane, and self-care is incredibly important. I could go on forever about this subject, but I will save that for other videos because I will be documenting my progress with this. And if anyone else out there feels like they need to take a break and ground themselves and get recentered, then we can do this together and support each other. I will be back next week with a full moon vlog. I have no idea what I'm filming, but I'm just going with it. And until then, I wish you a beautiful blue supermoon. Until next time, goodbye.